Okay. Hello, I love donuts. Welcome to the live. Hi, Jason. Hi, Rainbow. Hello, hello. Welcome to the live. Hi, now 6. Okay, but if anyone's curious about the June holiday program, let me know. If not, I'll wait for more people to join before I talk about the June holiday program. Hi, I love donuts. Welcome back. Hi, Matt Cowben. Hi, Diana Tinku. Okay, maybe we'll begin promoting at 12:10 when there's more. Hopefully, there'll be more people that come in. Hi, Xin Chan loves Xiao Bai. Hi, the road goat. Hi, Priya. Okay, 2 more minutes. Hopefully, there'll be more people in a while. Hi, Sandy. Okay. Okay, we're live again. Oh, hi, Zach and G. Wow, you're early today. I thought you had a course. Hi, Crispy Bacon. Hi, user. Okay, but we'll wait a little longer, okay? Because we ended the live just now, so. Thanks for liking the live, user. Anyway, how are all of your days? How you doing, Zach and G? Are you still in class? Hi, Andrew. Hi, GH. Hi, June. Hi, Goldan. Okay, but yeah, since there are a little more people, I'll just go through the June holiday programs before I begin the paper. Okay, so okay, I zoomed in too much. Hi, Pop. Welcome to the live. Okay, so for June holiday programs, right? Or rather, for June holiday, we are running programs. So as you can see, there are programs from primary 1 to primary 6. There are different courses for everyone, so everyone has something to do, even for young learners, okay? And then there's a new PSLE compo writing crash course that that it can be done purely or online or all face to face, like physically. But you can't do it as a hybrid, okay? Hi, I love Bingsu forever. Welcome back, welcome back. So over here, there's a early bird promo that ends at the end of this month. So you're basically left with about 2 days. Yes, 2 days. So if you sign up before the 30th of April, for any of the courses here, you will get our own Writers at Work Model Composition ebook, $50 voucher for new regular programs, and for the new PSLE Compo Writing Crash Course students, you will get additional PSLE Masterclass ebook Get a Grip. Okay? So there are a lot of courses for everyone to go through. And we also cover things such as oral, like oral thematic. And for the upper primary, you guys have set A and set B, which run through 5 days, if I'm not wrong. So you guys have a lot of topics to choose from to go and practice for your oral, which is coming soon, like PSLE oral. Yep, so it's useful. And for those that don't want to just purely focus on oral, we also have English paper 2 plus oral. So you get to focus on both. Okay, so there are quite a few options, and yeah, for anyone that thinks they need more help or need improvements for compo writing, you can sign up and try for the new PSI compo writing crash course. Okay, what's with the bunny ears? It's just a filter. Okay, and oh yeah, and if you guys are curious, you guys can WhatsApp us. As you can see, there's a very big number on top of the screen. Yeah, other than that, you can go to our platform or go to our TikTok account. There's a link there where you can find where we are on different platforms. Okay, feel free to reach out. Okay, and for today, I'll be doing 2022 P5 Rossif EOY paper. So, does anyone want to choose a particular section? If not, I'll just begin with grammar. For those that are new and you guys are wondering, on this live, I do go through P5 papers, and a few sections that you can choose from are grammar MCQ, vocab MCQ, compre close, editing, and SNT. Yeah. Hi, can you see me? Welcome to the live. Thanks for liking the live. Hi, Ross. Hi, Etsuko. Okay, since nobody is choosing a particular section, then let's just begin with grammar MCQ. So over here, the snake was caught by the zookeeper and blanked to the zoo. So is it take, took, takes, or taken? Hi, this is my spam account 3142. Reminds me of Iguana because she has a lot of alternate accounts. Oh, Claire also. Oh, hi XXXO, welcome back to the live. It's pretty early. Tralala. Is that the Spanish brain rot or the Italian brain rot? Okay, 1 is 4, then 2 is 3. Why am I doing this at 12 p.m. on a school day? For those that are having KHBL, or we reach out to more audiences, I suppose. Hi, Marksman Sria. But yeah, feel free to try it if you are interested, okay? This is my spam account. So over here, the snake was caught by the zookeeper and blanked to the zoo. So this sentence is passive, right? So over here, you need a past participle. So what's the past participle of take? So take is simple present tense. Took is simple past. Takes is also present tense. So let me just draw. So all these are out, right? So the past participle is taken, okay? Remember, for words that don't have past participle, you use their past tense. And take is a verb. So the difference between 1 and 3 is that it depends on your subject, whether it's plural or singular. Okay, remember, for verbs, if it's singular, you add s. If not, just use the base form of the verb for plural. Okay, next. The girl had walked a long distance before reaching the shore. So over here you have this word had blank, had a verb. And usually had is past perfect tense, right? Because had is past tense. And then usually the word that you put here is a past participle. So again, this is like the previous question. So what is the past participle of the word swim? So over here, swim is simple present, right? Swam is the simple past. Swam is the past participle. And swimming is just continuous. Remember, anything that has ing is always continuous, always ongoing, whether it's past or present continuous. So over here, XXXO is right, okay? So it's had, swam. Always had the past participle. Okay, next. XXXO say 3 is 4. So the teacher instructed the children to behave blank when she was not in the classroom. What is that filter, Jason? Okay, hi, my OB. Okay, so the teacher instructed the children to behave blank when she was not in the classroom. Is it herself, ourselves, yourselves, or themselves? So over here, the children is plural, correct? XXXO says 4 is 2. Okay. So over here, the children is plural, and we're looking at pronouns. Some of them are reflexive pronouns. So over here, this is singular, this is plural, this is this is the wrong subject. This is talking about others. So it's not saying to them. Hi, wow, Jason. Hi, Fiona. I look so old, Jason. Hi, Anna. Now come to the live. Welcome everyone to the live. Okay. So that is out. Singular is also out. Plural, ourselves. Ourselves usually include the person that is saying it also. Okay, but in this case, the teacher did not include herself. So over here, themselves is the right reflexive pronoun to suggest that she instructed the children to behave themselves. Yeah, okay. Next. Hi, Shirley. So, Leon always likes to make a big fuss, blank small issues. As such, his friends do not like to be with him. Hi, Aaron Mark. So what preposition would you choose here? Does anyone apart from XXXO want to try? Make a big fuss what? It's a pretty standard phrase or term that everyone always uses. You don't say make a big fuss on. That's not common. Hi, small white bear. Haven't seen you before. Welcome to the live. So you also say over. So you and XXXO are right. Both of you are right. Okay? So make a big fuss over something is the right collocation in this case. You wouldn't say make a big fuss across or make a big fuss around. Okay? Okay, next. Moving on. Neither John nor his brothers blank the key is. As such, they have to break open the lock. So XXXO says it's 1. Hi, An. Small white bear, do you want to give it a try? But yeah, remember, neither nor is the pair. Other pairs would be either or, prefer to, and would rather, and then. Okay, remember this word pairs, useful for synthesis also. Hi, user. So, okay, for neither nor and either or, always follow the subject that's closest to it, okay? Prefer to, your actions always has to be ending in ing. This one would be the base form of it. Okay, useful for synthesis. Okay, next. Neither John nor his brothers. So, XXXO say it's 1. No. So over here, they didn't talk about past tense, right? So new is out. Future tense are also out. Hi, Chan Lily. So his brothers is plural. And no is a verb. So plural, for verbs, we don't add s. So over here, no is correct. Okay? Yeah, small white bear, you're right too. Good job, good job. Okay. I'm moving slightly faster today, mainly because there's not much people replying. But if you guys feel free or are curious of anything, just feel free to ask me, okay? I'll answer to the best of my ability. Just anything not too intrusive or rude, okay? Hi, Aiko. Okay. He would have been on time for the interview if he blanked the house at 9 a.m. Hi, Uncle 5656. So, what is the correct choice here? XXO says 4. So, he would have been on time for the interview if he had left the house at 9 a.m. So, this would have been. This tells you that this was in the past, correct? So, this is a past unreal condition. Because this did not in fact happen. He's just saying if it's a hypothetical thing, but it's in the past. So over here, to match this kind of situations or this kind of context, we need past perfect tense. And remember, past had, okay, perfect. Since the word leave rather, doesn't have a past participle, so we use the past tense, which is left. Okay, so in this case, XXXO is right again. So had left if he had left the house at 9 a.m. Yes. Okay, next. Question 7. XXXO says it's 4. Okay, so classic question again. They always test who, which, whom, whose. So remember, whose is always subject, which is always for things, not for people. Whom is always when the person is seen as the object of verb. Hi, OEN. Welcome to the live, welcome to the live. Thanks, Rexcha, for following us. Yeah, for those that are watching, if you enjoy the live, do feel free to like, share, and follow us because we do have multiple live sessions and different people are hosting it. So you may find something that you like, okay? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing fine so far. Okay, next, whose. Whose is always having the idea of possession or ownership, okay? Hi, Wolverine51. Welcome to the live. Okay, so over here, wallet. This wallet belongs to the boy, correct? So over here, belongs to. Belongs to has the idea of ownership, which is what we want here. So for question 7, whose is correct? So XXXO is right once again. Seems like he's a roll so far, getting all the questions right. Okay, next. The students will not be able to complete the project blank the teacher helps them. So is it since, unless, except, or because? So because is always a reason. It's not a condition. So over here, the teacher helps them in completing the project. This is more of a condition, right? A conditional sentence. Okay, XXXO says it's 2. Okay, so condition. We need to find a word that has condition. So except. Except is wrong also. It doesn't show condition in this case. Except is usually like excluding something. Like except for this person, everyone else got a prize or got a snack. Okay? Then over here, unless. Unless is right because it tells me the condition. Unless this condition or requirement is fulfilled, then this outcome will happen or will not happen depending on your sentence structure. So over here, this is what we need. Unless the teacher helps them. Okay, next, since. Since is also about the same as because. It shows you the cause, the reason. Okay? Okay, moving on. Question 9. XXXO says 9 is 2. So Rita together with her friends blank badminton at the sports hall every Sunday. So what verb do we need? Okay? Or rather, what form of the verb do we need? So over here, this 2 commas, anything inside the comma is extra info or distractors. And then if you see words such as well as, even though they don't put it in the comma, just know that anything that comes after the as well as is a distractor. So your main subject is always this. Okay? So Rita what? Every Sunday. Every Sunday is a frequency. So it happens often. So over here, you can't put past tense. Okay? So, and then now the main subject is singular. So for verbs that are singular, we put s at the back. So plays. Okay. Is XXXO gonna get full marks for this section? Okay. For those of you that are also watching, feel free to give it a try, okay? Or if you guys have any particular section you want me to go through, just let me know. I can jump to that section. Hello, Eddie. Okay, so Nick blank at the letter for almost an hour. I wonder what is wrong. So is it stared, is staring, has been staring, or had been staring? So XXXO says it's 3, has been staring. So this is present. For those that don't know, right, just break it into the words, okay? So this is present perfect, and then ing, so continuous. And then for this, it will be past perfect continuous, okay? Then this is just present continuous, and this is just past, simple past. Okay, so Nick what at the letter for almost an hour. I wonder what is wrong. So over here, the action started in the past because for almost an hour, and it's still continuing now, okay? So for words, or rather not words, for context or situations like this, what's the tense that we need is present perfect continuous, okay? Which is what XXXO chose. So good job, XXXO got full marks for this. Okay, XXXO, do you want to choose a particular section? We still have vocab MCQ, S&T, editing, and Compreclose. If not, I'll just move on to vocab MCQ because it's just right after this. Hi Lydia. Hi Tan Kao. Hi TMC. Anyone want to choose? Don't only have to be XXXO. Hi Sleaze Never. Okay, if not, I'll just continue on with vocab MCQ. Okay, hi Nera, hi Aiman. So, question 11. Mother blank Mei-Ling's request for a toy as she had done well for her examination. Hi, Min. So mother what Mei-Ling's request? Over here, the word, or rather the clue here is request. So what would you put? Is it granted, allowed, conceded, or appreciated? Hi, Xiaotier. Okay, XXXO, do you want to try? Or you only wanted to do grammar? Hi, SureTXY. Hi, Bella Luna. Thanks for following us, Q. 11 is 1. Okay, thanks for trying. Seems like you're the only person here that wants to try. But hopefully those that are watching, you guys are taking something away from it also. Hi, Bobati. Welcome. Okay. Mother blank Mei-Ling's request for a toy as she had done well for examination. So you say granted. So that's right. Granted is to agree, to give or allow. Okay. Basically, another word is permit. Give permission. Next, allowed. Allowed is not specific. Can be used quite generally, quite vaguely. So it's not specific to a request. So it's not the best word here. Yes, it could be one of the answer, but then we need words that are more specific. The most apt word in the amongst the choices. Okay. Considered. Considered means you are reluctantly agreeing. No, this is the wrong tone. Her mother wouldn't be reluctantly agreeing Mei-Ling's request. Okay, appreciated. Appreciated just links to this word called gratitude. Okay, so over here, what we want is to give, allow, or give permit this person, give permission. Okay, so yeah, XXXO is right. Okay, next, moving on to question 12. The police blanked the area for clues to help them solve the case. So is it the police sorted, combed, examined, or ransacked? Hi, Boba T. Why are you 25 and entertained by this life? Thank you. But if you want to, you can comment your answers down, okay? Or if you want to ask random stuff can be about English or about me, I guess, since I'm the one on the screen. But yeah. Okay, so glad you're enjoying this live though. Okay, user 56677 for ransack. Okay, let me see what the XXXO put. You put 12 is 2. Okay, so we got differing opinions for once. Okay. So the police walked the area for clues to help them solve the case. Okay, for those that haven't heard of this word before, right? This phrasing should be the police combed the area for clues. Why? Combing the area means that they search carefully for clues. Okay? Which is what we need, because we need clues in order to solve this case. So in this case, XXXO is right. Hi, Sen5752. What is this? I'm just going through a P5 paper. More specifically, it's 2022 P5 Rossif EOY paper. Feel free to put your answer or questions or whatever you want to say down in the comment section, okay? Okay, next, sorted. Sorted means arranging. And it's not really talking about searching. It's Christmas already. No, I don't think it's Christmas, but the moderator put this filter. If you guys have a particular filter you want to see on me, you can type it down so the moderator will try to change it. Okay. Why I say try to change it is because sometimes it's a bit hard to find a filter. I tried it before. Or maybe it's just me. Okay, examine. Examine is too general. Okay, and you can examine an area, but it's not the best word to use. Because over here, what I need is the word that tells me they did it very thoroughly, very meticulously. Okay? Ransack. Ransack means searching roughly. Okay? Usually has the idea of messy and violent. So you wouldn't want to destroy the crime scene, right? Or like, let's say accidentally what do you call it? Like sometimes there are evidence and then you may destroy it in that sense. Like maybe it's a footprint and then if you accidentally rub or like walk over it, you may uh destroy the evidence. Yeah. Okay. Next, question 13. So, father often narrates to us interesting blank inspired by various aspects of people's life. So, is it anecdotes, illustrations, commentaries, or documentaries? Thanks for trying, Sen. Okay, so you say anecdotes. Narrates to us interesting anecdotes. Okay, but usually during my life, because I usually do a later session, I ask people how their day is going. But then, yeah, I'm doing quite an early life today, so there's no point asking how's your day. The day just started for some of you. If it's me, I would have just woken up, to be honest. Okay. Is it true that tuition teacher can earn a lot? I'm not sure about the hmm? What? Oh, the moderator said it depends. I'm more of a live host, okay, guys. Okay. Hi, Cha Cha. So, anecdotes. Anecdotes in this case is right. Okay. Why is because of this people's lives. But interesting question, user. Do you want to be a tuition teacher or tuition teacher? Thanks for liking the live, son. Hi, Sarah Ng. Welcome to the live. Okay, so anecdotes. Anecdotes are short and interesting stories. Okay, and this is usually this keyword about life experiences. Okay, now let me quickly go through the rest. They are quite technical terms. So illustrations, I'm pretty sure most of you are very familiar with this, right? Because even during test exams, your test paper were illustrations. Or when you read books, there are always illustrations. So illustrations are just pictures, they're not stories. Commentaries is analysis, like the sport commenters. So basically, there are people that analyze this. Okay, that's commenters. So commentaries are just the show that yeah, it's just a show. Okay, documentary is factual films. So these are not short narratives, not what we want. Okay, so you sign up for my lesson. Oh, I don't teach lessons though. I only teach on live. Hi, Domigas. Okay, next. Siti is an what reader. She loves reading different genres of book that she can get hold of. Hi, Nafri. Are anecdotes limited to one's own story and not others? Usually, if let's say you hear it from someone else, right? I would say it's still usable. Okay, let me check. Yeah, anecdotes are just short, amusing stories about a real incident or person. So it doesn't necessarily have to be from yourself. Okay? So let's say maybe you heard it from your friend and you want to share it. Although sometimes it's not good to overshare everything when it's not involving you. But yes, okay, I don't know why I'm preaching now, but yeah. So that can be an anecdote too. Don't confuse it with proverbs, okay? Okay, next question. Sun says 1. Is XXXO still here? But thanks for the question, Nafri, and welcome to the live. Thanks for commenting also. Okay, so next. Question 40. Siti is an what reader? She loves reading different genres of book that she can get hold of. Is oversharing your pet peeve? No, oversharing isn't my pet peeve, but we are all online, right? So it's not that good to overshare. Sometimes people can use things that you never know can be used against you. Hi, Eddie. I'll come back. I haven't seen you in a long time. Are you not working at this timing? Okay, sorry, that's my first time doing live at this timing. I don't even know why I said sorry. I think it's a force of habit. Okay, but yes. Siti is an what reader? She loves reading different genres of book that she can get hold of. That means she reads all kinds of books, right? So for this kind of people, you would say that they are an avid reader. Okay, so avid, what does avid mean? It means that she reads with a lot of enthusiasm. Hi, sure, Redza. So she reads with enthusiasm. She really enjoys this activity. Okay. Hi, Jeremy. So, San, you're right in this case. Now, what is eager? Eager is not as strong or as natural flowing in the sentence as compared to avid. Eager usually means excited to do something. Okay. Engage just means to participate in something. And addictive just means the effect. We are not talking about the reader. Over here, we want an adjective. Okay. If anything, you should. I don't. Okay. Let me form one with this sentence. It will be, reading different genres of book is very addictive for City, but I would not know why it would be that case. Usually addictive has a little bit, like really a little, of a negative connotation. Okay, next, moving to phrasal verbs. Also, for those of you that are struggling with phrasal verbs, right, we are currently having a 20% off pre-sale for a phrasal verb book on our phrasal verb ebook. Yes. Okay. Okay, next. Bala decided to what his daily expenditure so as to save up to buy his favorite soccer jersey. Hi, Tuli. Okay, is anyone still here? User San Nafri, are you guys still here? Or XXXO? Anyone wants to try? Okay, thanks for trying, user. So for cut back, so Bala decided to cut back his daily expenditure so as to save up to buy his favorite soccer jersey. Hi, Choi. So you're right. Cutback is the right phrasal verb in this case. So what does cutback means? Cutbacks means there's two meaning. Let me write the first one. Thanks for sending the rose, Eddie. But again, if you wanna like just interact or talk, I'll be more than willing to. Okay. Okay. Next, reduce. Also for those of you that are watching, I also welcome questions. So this is to reduce the amount or quantity of something. So this is the first meaning. The second meaning would be to do something less frequently or to reduce consumption of something. Can I vote already? Let me try to guess my age. You can stay curious, I guess. Reduce consumption of something. Okay, but yeah, I don't like to reveal my age. All I can say is I'm of legal age to do this and all. Okay, yeah, on your way to a business meeting. Business meeting. Business beating. What is that? Okay. Oh, thanks for the nice comment, Eddie. But it's all the best for your business meeting. Okay. Okay. Next, cut in. What does cut in mean? Cut in means to interrupt. Cut off. Cut off means to stop completely. And last one, cut out. Cut out means to remove. Okay, remove entirely. Not just decreasing in amount or reducing in amount. Okay, and with that, we're done with all the MCQs for today. Actually, that's pretty fast. Yes. Okay, I don't think I've done my life this fast ever. But yes, hopefully there will be more people that reply so that we can have more interaction and have more interesting topics to talk about, guys. Okay, next. Hi, Barely Me. Welcome to the live. Okay, next. Let's begin with editing, unless any of you want to choose a particular section. So we're left with S&T, editing, and Compre Close. My handwriting is nice. Thanks, user. Thanks for your compliment. How are you doing though, user? Okay, I shouldn't ask this, because honestly, if it was me, I would be just waking up. Okay, hi, Team Shop. Okay, so since nobody wants to choose a particular section, I'll just begin with this, okay? An elephant calf was rescued at the Royal Hills Golf Course in Thailand. The calf and its mother are traveling through the nearby jungle. Is it are traveling? Hi Yonex, welcome to the live. Haven't seen you before. Whereas I haven't seen a lot of a lot of people before. I would say it's mainly cause I haven't done this timing before. But I think most of you are new though. Yeah, so feel free to like, share, and follow us if you guys want to. Okay. Hi Sarah, welcome to the live. Thanks to all of you for commenting. Hi Casvita. But hi Yonex, how you doing? User, you nervous for exam? As in your exam is today? Or like soon? Hi Seraph, how you doing? Revise my video. Okay, so feel free to put more answers, okay, so we can see whether you're actually right or wrong. We're traveling. Okay, you guys are right. Next week. That's fast. Is it like WAs? Yeah, good. Okay, that's good, Seraph. Okay. Anyway, feel free to drop any questions down in the comment section, okay? If it's study related, I'll answer to the best of my abilities. Okay. The calf and its teacher were traveling through the nearby jungle when the calf fell into a drainage hole. Why is it past tense? Because, yeah, at the start it's already past tense, okay? Was rescued also. Okay, next. The calf had difficulty. How do you spell difficulty? No worries, user. 60 per month. What do you mean 60 per month? Thanks, Ocean, for sharing the live. What do you mean by 60 per month, Yonex? Okay, anyone knows how to spell difficulty? I would say the difficulty for this word is not very high. Difficulty. You're almost there, user. You're missing one more letter. For difficulty, sorry. For difficulty, is it single F or $60 per month or $60 per class? Where are you seeing that from? Oh, are you talking about the SG60 registration promo? Hi Mango Cat. That's a cute profile picture. On the SG60 promo, the $60 is the NTUC voucher that you will get if you sign up by end of August, if I'm not wrong. The promotion's already started. Yeah, so it's a registration promo. So you get this waiver fees, these vouchers upon registering before the end of this promo. Okay, difficulty double F. Yes, correct. Okay, so user, remember difficulty is double F. Okay, how much per month per class? Okay, hold on, I'll get the moderator to reply you guys. Okay. Okay, hang on tight, you next. The moderator is typing his response. Okay, hi Kishin. So over here, the calf had difficulty getting out of the. Okay, bye. What do you mean? Okay, bye. Please just hang on tight. He's going to type the reply soon. Because honestly, I'm not very sure about that also, so I don't want to give you a wrong what do you call it? Wrong info. Yes. The moderator is a bigger size jar. Never seen her. Oh no, she's been busy recently. But I think you mean Miss Jamie's, is it? Hi Mushu, or is it a different teacher? But no, the moderator today is admin Jason. I don't think you guys have seen him on the screen before. Okay. Yo, next, are you still here? Hi Karina Tan. Okay, so next. The calf had difficulty getting out of the pit as it was steep. A passerby discovered the elephant and quick alerted the national park rangers. So what is it? You must change the word form of quick over here. So this is wrong word form. So what should you change quick to? Quick is spelled correctly. Yes, user, you are right. So you change it to quickly. Hi Yongxiang. So discovered the elephants and quickly alerted the national park rangers. Okay, next. Unfortunately, an incident happened during the rescue operation. So what is it? What is wrong with this article? Is it an incident? Look at the word incident. Spell out how does the first syllable sound like. Anyone wants to try? Hi Masna. And okay, anyone user, do you want to try? If not, I'll review whether Mango Cat got it right or not. But hi Mango Cat, how are you doing? Hi Raymond Low. Okay, let me figure out what's going on. And now immediately, are you not a troller? Okay, hold on guys, let me fix the stylus. Okay. Wait, I still can't write though. What happened? Okay, sorry guys. Jason, do you know what happened to the stylus? Oh, okay, never mind. Just needed to... Okay. Yeah, okay, I can write again. Okay, so over here, Mango Cat, you are right. Okay, so it's an incident. Remember when to use an, and n, is depending on how you would spell out the first syllable of the word. So let's say MRT. When the first syllable I say M sounds like AM, right? So it's an MRT. Okay? And remember, for words that you're going to put N and then you put the word the, you read as D. Okay, like DE. Okay, next, moving on. An incident happened during the rescue operation. According to Dr. Chanaya, a veterinarian, how do you spell veterinarian? Or veterinarian. Is user still there? Or Mango Cat? What about Yonex? Did Yonex really leave after I said the moderator would type the prices? Hi chosen one, welcome to the live. Okay, veterinarian, VETERINARIAN. Okay, sounds right. Anyone else wants to try? Hi Victor. Or Eddie, are you still here or you've reached your destination? Thanks for liking the live, Minico. Hi Phoenix Florist. Oh, that sounds like a company or a shop name. Hi VV03. Okay, it seems like there's no one else. So Mango Cat, you are right. So veterinarian. Okay. For those that don't know how to spell this word, it's a good time to learn. So you can use it in your composition and all also. Okay. A veterinarian at the national park. It was almost impossible to get near the calf while its mother was nearby. Impossible. What's wrong for impossible? Hi YC, welcome to the live. Thanks for commenting also. So it's a IMPOSSIBLE. Okay, so there's an extra S, and this letters you flip the placing of it. Hi Northern Sirat. Mango Cat, do you want to try? Before I reveal whether YC is right or wrong. It was almost impossible. Okay, calling once, calling twice. Okay, so YC, you are right. Okay, so impossible to get near the calf while its mother was nearby. Hence the rescue. Oh, I'm sorry, Mango Cat. I went through too fast. Okay, but yes, you're right also. Okay, double S and BLE. Okay, I'll wait for you before I reveal the next answer, okay? Hi, Zul. So, hence the rescue team decided to tranquilize the mother. Also remember, we follow British, so it's S, not Z, okay? However, she had moved towards her calf before passing out. Passing out means to faint, okay? Phrasal verb again. Caused her to fall into the hole. That sounds weird, right? Grammatically wrong. However, she had moved towards her calf before passing out. What her to fall into the hole? Also, follow the sentence structure. Over here, it's ing. Hi, Hei Xia Wan. Welcome to the live. And thanks for commenting. YC, is it causes her? Wouldn't say cause. Yes, causing. So you follow the sentence. Make sure that it's parallel, okay? Yes, Mango Cat, you are right. Okay, seems like that's everyone already. So, causing her to fall into the hole. Okay, next. Hi, Mini J. The team pulled out the mother elephant, which was unconscious. How do you spell unconscious? Is it K-O-N, this con, and is it S-H, shious? Sometimes, I know English is a bit confusing at times for spelling because different, like, maybe these two letters will sound the same as this particular one letter. Okay. UNCONSCIOS, unconscious. Okay. Mango Cat, do you want to try? Or Hei Xia? Hi, Aswari. Unconscious. UNCONSCIOUS. So the same as YC. Okay, does Xia want to try? Hi, Joanne Lee. Okay. Seems like that's a no. But yes, you guys are right, okay? Unconscious. So remember, not spelled with a K and not spelled with SH. Spelled with C and SC. Okay, next. It was treated and its condition soon improved. How do you spell improved? Is it Proo? Not really, right? Thanks for sharing the live, Joanne Lee. So proof would be this proof. But over here, that's not what we want. So Mango Cat and YC, you guys spelled the same. IMPROVED. Okay. Anyone else wants to try? Try. Hi, Damien. Joanne Lee, do you want to give the question a try? Okay, never mind. So yeah, you guys are right. Okay, so improve. If it's present tense, it's just improve. Different forms of the word would be improvement. Okay, next. Eventually, the calf was also rescued by the hole. Is it by the hole? What preposition should be here? By is usually the method or which route you are taking, or finish by this date. So was also rescued what the hole. This is a place, right? Almost wrote the answer. From, okay, does Mango Cat want to try? Hi Sugo, thanks for following. Hi Heisha, thanks for commenting also. From, okay, I don't know why I said hi because you commented just now, but I think it's like I think it's a it's like a default term coming out of me already. Hi Sugo, thanks for commenting. Come to the live. Okay, if any of you have any questions, feel free to ask me anything, okay? From, okay. Did this same question 5 years ago when you were P6 from Rosses? Wow. Wait. Your your memory is so good though. You can remember this particular question from 5 years ago. Unless you are like how do you say it? Unless you maybe something went wrong with this question, that's why you can memorize it so fondly. Don't seem to change their general questions. Maybe. Can you upload me the name warning? Yeah, so sorry. Okay, I'll ask the moderator to do it. Jason, can you unblock the guy? The warning guy. Okay, but don't do it again, Sugo. Okay, but yes, you guys are right. So from the hole, from a place, okay? And remember, okay, for rain, talking about from, you can use from and this other word to talk about range, okay? From and to. These are the pairs. So from something to something, from a range to something, to a different number. Let's say from 1 to 10. Or you can talk about places, like for distance. I traveled from here to my school, okay? Another one for range would be between and end. I remember I just went through a question recently. So is between an and from and to. Okay? Unblock you. Hi Gwyn. Thanks for sharing the live. I think the moderator did it. I'm not sure. Okay, because I can't really control from my side. Of course, the whole class kept failing for this question, so you have to read it 4 times. Okay, no wonder you had such vivid memory of it. Okay, but yes, moving on. So question 49. Park authorities confirmed that the pair had safely returned to the jungle. How do you spell authorities? Is it this Thor? This is not the Marvel Thor, right? Then how I block you? That wasn't done by me. Okay, wait. I think the moderator is checking. Okay, so how do you spell authorities? What's the connecting word for prefer? Oh, prefer is also to, but that is for a different thing. Prefer to is just to show preference over, like, I like to do this more. Oh, from my side. Okay, wait, hold on, Sugo. Let me try. Where do I go though? How do I do it, Jason? Okay. But YC said authorities and she spelled it correctly. Okay, so it's the author, the book author, and then Ritis. Okay, next question 50. So park authorities confirmed that the pair had safely returned to the jungle. So is it safely return? What's the correct tense? Okay, Sugo, I think the moderator helped to do it already. Sorry, I'm not very conversant with this. Okay, park authorities confirmed that the pair had safely returned. Anyone else wants to try? Not saying if YC is right or wrong. Anyone wants to try? Hi, Pose and Co. Thanks for the compliment. Hi, Mashai. Okay, but do you want to try? Does anyone else want to try? Okay, calling once, calling twice. Okay, no problem, Sugo. Just don't do it again, okay? Okay, so over here, had. And over here, so this is past perfect tense. Yeah, here. Okay, welcome back. Okay, wait, YC, I didn't say if you were right or wrong. Okay, so past perfect is, so you're right to say returned. Why? Remember, perfect tense, we always use the past participle. So present perfect would be has, then the past participle. And then past perfect will be had, and then the past participle. So over here, return, the word return doesn't have a past participle, so we use the past tense of it. Okay, so the pair had safely returned to the jungle. Dr. Chanaya said that it was one of the most memorable rescues he had done. Okay, now I got 2 sections left. It's between Compreclose and SNT, Synthesis and Transformation. So which one do you guys want to try? If nobody is choosing a particular one of the 2, then I'm going to do SNT. Because doing Compreclose is quite sad with not many responses. If nobody replies, I'll be basically filling in the answers myself. Okay, anyone want to try? Hi Rabia, welcome to the live. What's the connecting word for rather? Rather. Usually you don't use rather by itself. The connecting word would be would rather, and then sorry, not the connecting word. The word would be, or rather the phrase that you will use is would rather. Then the connecting word you will use is then. Okay, I would rather do this than this. Is this standard or foundation? This is standard. Hi Damon. Okay, but let me just move to SNT then, since no one chose a particular question. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, so this SNT does have the word would rather. Okay, so I told you guys the word pair already. Okay. So that lady is my neighbor. She's wearing a scarf. So over here, who? Remember, who is always about subject, about people. So how would you form or put these 2 sentences together? That's our tuition teacher, tuition center, not tuition teacher, teacher sign. No, we focus mainly on English. Not mainly, we focus on English. Yeah. Hi, Billy Block. Today so early. Yeah. Yeah, very early today also, Billy Block. That lady whom is wearing a scarf is my neighbor. Okay, over here is who, but what I said is correct. Okay, so hi Alfred Cheng. The lady who is my neighbor is wearing a scarf. That's right too. I can accept that too. Thanks for following us, warning. Number one, supporty, of course need come. Do you get a notification? Hi Ocean. So over here, that lady who is wearing a scarf is my neighbor. So this is just giving extra info. Never FYP. Wow, the algorithm knows you so well. Okay, so over here, what Alfred say, the lady who is my neighbor is wearing a scarf is also right. So these two can be, I would say, can be interchanged. I would accept both. Okay, next, moving on. Prefers cooking to eating at a restaurant. So you see these two word pair, right? ing and ing. So now you're going to change to would rather. What I can tell you is that it will be cook and eat. It won't be cooking or eating. Okay. Hi CS, welcome to the live. Okay, while waiting for people to type the answers down, let me just go through the pairs for S&T. Prefer used with to, as you can see over here, and then it's always ing. The verb is always ing. Okay. Would rather goes with than, and this one is always the base form. Okay, there's no ing. Next, other than these two, there's two more common ones: neither nor and either or. Okay, usually either or joins two negative ideas together. Hi, what is life? Okay, so joins two negative ideas together. So for S&T, remember to change if it's not negative. You must see what your question gave you. Okay, and talking about grammar MCQ, neither nor, either or. Remember that the subject that you're going to look at, the main subject, is always the one that's closest to it. Then other than that, it'll be present or past tense. Then you just need to see from the sentence. Okay. So over here, you're going to primary school, so happy primary 4. As in, you're happy that you're going to school now, or or you're just saying in general you're glad that you can go to school. Hi DRZK. Actually, I think going to school is pretty fun, mainly because I meet my friends. Hi Dino. Okay, so over here, right, it should be Tom would rather, because prefers and would rather have the same meaning. They like to do something more than the other thing. So would rather cook than eat at a restaurant. Okay, remember would rather pairs with than. Okay, next. Hi Biggie Bigs. Oh, that sounds familiar. Sounds like some trend or some word that I've heard of before. Okay, let me erase this. Hi Pink Flower. Thanks for liking the live. Okay, so this what time do I end? Ending at 1:30. So yeah, and this is the second last section. If I can even touch on compre close, most likely because there's not much people commenting, so I don't really have to explain that much. Okay, so over here, this is from direct, but thanks for liking the live warning. So this is from direct to reported, right? So for direct to reported, what must you change? You must change this. You must change pronouns. So over here, what should it be? Warning, do you want to give it a try? But warning, you're like a changed person after it came as, what was the other one? Sugo. Yeah. Proud of you, warning. Okay, or Billy Blob, do you want to try? Or Alfred Cheng, do you want to try? Hi Somerset, welcome to the live. Okay, does anyone want to try? This is from direct to reported speech. So mother told what? So over here, mother told me, right? So you follow. Mother told me. How do I connect the sentence? To finish my homework. So which one? What do you mean, so which one? As in which question I'm doing right now, is it? I'm doing question 68. Hi Blooming, welcome to the live. So mother told me to finish my homework by okay, I'm doing question 68. Okay, but I almost done. I almost give you the answer already. By that afternoon. Okay, so change your and change this to that, now to then, those kind. Yesterday to the previous day, tomorrow to the next day. Okay, next question 69. Josh did not know how to fix the computer. He took it to a shop. So not what? Over here you must change. This did not, right? So change this form so that it can match. So that did not know and not blank will have the same meaning. Hi Sweetie08. So not what? Hi Min Min. Hi Chen. Hi Jensen. So not what, how to fix the computer. He took it to a shop. Hi Ismet. Yes, you're right. Thanks for commenting and joining. So not knowing. So you change the word form. Yes, warning, you're also right. Okay, so not knowing how to fix the computer, comma, he took it to a shop. Hi Kirk. Okay, so that's how. Usually S&T got this kind of questions where you need to change the word form. Okay, last one for S&T. Ahmad has returned the wallet to its owner. So what by Ahmad? So this is from active to passive. Also another common one. Sometimes if they don't even give you anything in the sentence, it's just active to passive. Why is it not so? What do you mean not so? Usually not so you would say this is not so bad, this is not so good, those kind. You wouldn't say not so knowing how to fix a computer. Doesn't make sense grammatically either. Okay, so Ahmad has returned the wallet to its owner. So warning, you said he returned the wallet to the owner by Ahmad. Then it don't make sense because over here it's saying by Ahmad. So Ahmad did this. Okay, you look at the original sentence. Ahmad is the main subject. He's the one doing the action. But now we are talking about passive. So what we want to focus on is the wallet. The thing that, what did Ahmad do to this wallet? Okay, so over here it should be the wallet. Then what was Ahmad's action? Returning, right? So over here, it should be the wallet has been returned. Hi Kosakami. Welcome to the live. Oh, by warning. Or is that by like the by because you didn't get it right, that by, or you're leaving by. Okay, so the wallet has been returned to its owner. Hi error 404. Okay, by Ahmad. So you wouldn't say he returned the wallet. Oh, leaving. Okay, by warning. Thanks for joining and commenting. Hope you have a good day. Okay, so yeah. So for those that are watching, right, you wouldn't say he returned the wallet to the owner by Ahmad. There's too many. Sorry, I almost dropped my pen. There's too many subjects in that sentence such that it doesn't make sense. Okay, so Kosakami also said the wallet was returned to its owner by Ahmad. So that is right. Okay. Sorry, not was written, has been written. Must change the tense. Wow, that activated my Siri. Okay, next. Okay, this is a pretty short compre close passage, but last section for the day. Okay. A smart home is a home that uses internet-connected devices to control appliances such as lighting, air conditioners, and locks. Remember, this is lighting, not lightning, okay? Hi. When speaking what smart homes, the typical comments will be, aren't you being lazy? When speaking what? When you speak, you're talking what a topic. So this over here is a topic. So over here, this is a topic. Hi Jason. So you speak or you talk. Yes, Ismet, you're right. Okay. So you talk or you speak about a topic. In this case, we are talking about smart homes. Okay, for this particular section, hi Fluffy Mochi. What you need to take note is remember what you're reading and the sentence before and after it, okay? Helps you with finding the answer, helps you with practicing and improving your inferential skills also. Okay, next. Aren't you being lazy? It doesn't take you what time and effort to press a simple switch. What time? Is this countable or uncountable? Hi Peach. Hi Juning. Or Junying. Hi Dolly Lu. Okay, so it doesn't take you what time? Uncountable. Yes, it's uncountable. Then let's look at the sentence structure. It does what they're saying is, aren't you lazy? It doesn't take you what time and effort to press a simple switch. Simple. So it should take little time, right? So it doesn't take much time. Yes, error, you're right. Okay? Because over here it doesn't, so you must do the opposite of it, saying that it can be done very quickly. So opposite, it means it doesn't take much time. Oh, hi warning. I thought you had to leave. Okay, but hi error 44. Welcome to the live. Thanks for commenting also. Feel free to ask any questions, okay? Okay, blank smart homes are not all about doing less work. This is a bit harder. There's not much context. So next, they also help to blank energy and make your home more secure. So over here, this is extra info about this. So over here, no offense, but do I have a girlfriend? Those kind of questions I don't answer those kind of questions because it's like invasive. But yeah, you can stay curious and guess, I guess. It's up to you to decide. Okay, but save is met. You said save. Help to save energy. Okay, I can accept save. Another better word that you guys can learn is conserve. Okay, conserve your energy before the big match. Okay, so now, yes, error 44, you're right. Okay, so now that we're done with 54, let's look back at 53. So over here, this sentence is telling us extra info about this. It's agreeing with this, right? So usually when you agree with something, you would say, apart from yes, you are right, or yes, this makes a lot of sense, what would you write? Something that's more formal. Starts with I. Hi Zinan, hi Regina. So what do you think is this word? Or you guys can guess a letter. You can play hangman, I guess. Hi Purple Gengar 69. Indeed, yes, it's Matt, you're right. So informally, usually we'll say, yes, I agree with you. Yes, you're right. So a more formal way is to say, indeed, smart homes are not all about doing less work. And then this extra info to agree with it, back it up. Like how you write composition, right? Like you need to explain your point. They also have to save or conserve energy and make your home more secure. Hi Biggie Bigs, can you use however? However, let me see. It doesn't take you much time and effort to press a simple switch. However, smart homes are not about doing less work. They also help. I would say it sounds about right, but I wouldn't quite agree with however, because usually, however, you would have something that's contrasting. Over here, I wouldn't say that these two sentences are contrasting, because they're listing the pros of having a smart home, okay? Unless you're saying that they say indeed smart homes are maybe for like okay, some people would say it's lazy people. So indeed smart homes are for lazy people. Yet they also help to conserve. Then you see a contrast there, then yes, I would accept, however. I would say it's more apt, okay? So it's just the minor detail. But grammatically, I think it sounds fine. What about not only? Not only usually will be not only do smart homes, then yeah, whatever else you want to put at the back. So over here, if you put not only, comma, it's a bit wrong. The sentence is missing something. It's missing a connector. Hi, warning, welcome back. Hi all. Okay, hopefully I answer all of your questions. If you guys are still confused, let me know. Maybe I'll phrase it in a different way or try to explain something else more clearly, okay? Okay, in fact, the technology used in smart homes can cater what the needs of everyone in the house. So over here, this is a preposition. This thing, cater what? I think that's pretty common, right? Cater what? Xenon, hi, welcome to the live. Thanks for commenting also. You said to, okay. Cater to, I'll accept that. That's pretty common also. Cater to the needs of everyone. Another word starts with F. Or rather, another preposition. Yes, cater to is the more common one. But in this case, we have another answer. Also, for those that don't know, cater to the needs means I can give you what you need. Okay, I can provide you with your needs. That's what it means. For, yes, bro. Hi, welcome to the live. So yeah, right. Thanks for commenting also. Okay, so cater to or cater for the needs of everyone in the house. Yes, warning. That's right. Oh, actually, you typed them before, bro. Sorry, I missed that. That's my blunder. Warning. Okay. Children, elderly, people with disabilities, or even pets. For example, it can help to turn the lights on and off. Blank movement is detected. Hi, Charles. So it can help to turn when movement is detected. When error 404 also says when. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me check about this. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Xenon and Biggie Bigs, you guys are right. So error 404 and bro, you guys are almost there. Okay, so it's whenever. So that's the difference between when and whenever, right? So when refers to a specific or rather a single particular point in time. But over here is detected and movement. So this is telling you it can happen at any point and it's not only a single time. It can happen every time or any time. Okay, whenever this thing happens. Okay, so this is the minor detail once again. So yeah, good to know, good to know. Okay, next. A 3-year-old child who is not what enough to reach the light switch can enter a dark room without his parents' help, as the light will automatically turn on by what? Okay, let's do 57 first. If you guys can't find, let me know. I'll continue reading on. Hi, Donald Lee. A 3-year-old child who is not tall. Okay, that's pretty simple, right? So, who is not tall enough to reach the light switch can enter a dark room without his parents' help, as the light switch will automatically turn on by what? Sorry, not light switch, as the light. We're talking about this. Is it living or non-living? Hi, Patch. Patch or Petty Patch. Itself will not turn on by itself. Correct. Hi, Joanne. Welcome to the live. Okay, next. Also, if anyone apart from Error 404 wants to comment, feel free, okay? Feel free. But thanks for being so enthusiastic and responsive. Error 404. Okay, it will then turn off once he what the room. Please answer you. Oh, what do you ask? What do you ask, warning? I don't think I saw your question. Yeah, I'm scrolling and I don't see your question. Oh, was it the one about the girlfriend thing? I answered you. I said I'm not gonna answer that. You can guess yourself. Okay. I'll just continue to let that part remain a mystery. Okay. It will then turn off once he what the room. Leaves the room. Okay. So anyone else has a different answer from Zenon? I can accept Zenon's answer, but there's another one. So pretty simple word you almost see in every room. In schools also, if I'm not wrong. It's a what sign? You always see it in the malls. Hi Lilim. Exit. Hi Ethics. Welcome to the live. Yes, error 404 Zenon, you guys are right. Okay? Exit. Exit the room. Hi Ethics, welcome to the live. Haven't seen you before. Yes, Zenon, I saw you. Alright, I saw your answer. Yes. Okay, you guys are right. Okay, moving on. Thereby saving energy. An elderly person on a wheelchair can also turn on and off many appliances in the home using his smartphone instead of asking for what? Saw your likes? Yes, I just saw it. Thanks for liking the live warning. Thanks for the interaction. Hi Sleepy Banana, welcome to the live. Okay, so an elderly person on a wheelchair can also turn on and off many appliances in the home using his smartphone instead of asking for what? Assistance. Ooh, good word. Okay. Also assistance, you can say render assistance. That means to give help. Good word to know. Okay, apart from assistance, simpler word of it. Hi Yan, hi Lester. Hi Toothless. Help, yes, Zenon and Artix. You guys are right. So help. Imagine you're on the way home as your friend is what over for dinner? What's the phrasal verb? What over for dinner? Yes, what's your question warning? Coming, yes, coming over. Common phrasal verb. Coming over for dinner. Hi Yudio. Yes, you got it right. Thanks for joining and commenting also. Okay. Suddenly your friend texts that he has what at your doorstep? So he is coming over. Then what would you say when he reaches? You wouldn't say he has reached at your doorstep, right? Yes, Zenon, arrived. He has arrived. Yes, Artix, you're also right. Okay, instead of rushing home, you can what your door? So it's talking about your friend arriving and then you're not home because you are rushing home. So maybe you're at work. So what would it be? You can what your door? Hi, Potato Hearts. Open. Open your door. I wouldn't say open. Yes, unlock is the better word because you're not physically there to open the door. I feel like open has more of a physical connotation. Like you have to be there to open the door for that person. Okay? But over here we are talking about using AI, a smart house. So you unlock your door using your smartphone so that he can answer first. Okay, next. You can also use your smartphone to what on the air conditioner and to make it more comfortable for him. Hi Cai Yun. What's your question warning? I don't see your question. Switch. Hi Potato Hearts. Welcome and thanks for commenting. To switch on the air conditioner. Yes, correct. Warning, why not you type your answer? I can't see your answer. Or it's not your answer, your question. Then I can answer you. Okay, last one. Smart homes are here to bring greater convenience to our what? Once you do, it's easy to use. So this is your house, right? So and you go back to your house every day. So this will affect your what? Lives. Convenience to our lives. Yeah, lives can. Another word is a different form. Okay, it'll be lifestyle. Hi, the honored one. No school today. Maybe it's a break or they end early, you know. Okay, but with that, we finished the paper for today. I have 1 minute left, so let me do a quick promotion. So we have June holiday programs and we are running our early bird promo since the start of this month and it ends in 2 days. Okay. No, 3 days including today. So if you sign up by the end of this month for any of the courses, you will get our own Writers at Work model composition ebook, a $50 voucher for new regular programs. Okay, and then the last one you see there for the PSLE Masterclass ebook, that one is for the new PSLE Compo Writing Crash Course students only. So new PSLE Compo Writing Crash Course students, you guys will get 3 freebies, and for the rest, you guys will get 2. Okay, and we do offer a lot different courses for everyone, even for the young learners, and there's different oral thematic courses, so that you have a lot of topics to cover. And then for new PSLE Compo Writing Crash Course, can be done either entirely online or offline, but not a hybrid. Okay, for those that are curious or want to find out more about our ebooks or other programs or regular programs, you can either WhatsApp the number or go to our website. Okay, just search Writers at Work. Okay, and with that, okay, I'm 1 minute late. I've overran, but thanks everyone for joining, liking, and sharing or following us today. Okay, Thanks everyone. I'll see you guys another time. Maybe not at this timing, but a different timing. Okay? Bye guys.